Down to manufacturer's instructions, extractor fans should be wired with a 3-amp fuse. Here we go, 3 amps. And this is inside a little fuse carrier, a bit like a switch fuse spur, but obviously with an extractor fan isolator, a 3-pole isolator that will isolate the live, the switch live and the neutral. But how are they wired? Now, in this video, I'm going to wire it how I think we're expected to wire it now. Whether you do, is down to you. But this is how manufacturers ask us to wire these extractor fans, down to the new regulations. So let me show you. So for this fan, the manufacturers say we need to have a 3-amp double pole, 3-amp double pole fuse. Well, this is fusing the lighting circuit as well, and obviously in this wiring diagram it's not even got a light in it. So let me just show you how they're expecting us to wire an extractor fan. Pull cord for light switch. Well, there's no light on there, so that's my first gripe with that. But let's see, like this one. If you haven't seen the other videos of how I've wired an extractor fan, which they're quite different, go and check them out. But with this one, again, all we need to do is we're going to have a permanent live, a switch live and a neutral going to the fan. And we'll always have that. So let's undo these. We'll have a neutral that will go to the fan. A switch live that will go to the fan. Undo this. A switch live that will go to the fan. And a permanent live that will go to the fan. We need a permanent live to this fan because it's got a timer. Sometimes you don't have a timer on a fan, but I recommend having a timer on a fan because then it can overrun and clear the room of steam. So then we've also got the switch in the 3-amp fuse in there, so we need to put the live through that. So what we want to do is the live coming in from the fuse board, but this is my fuse with a 3-amp fuse in it. Obviously we want to go into here. Basically we want the live coming in, so this is gonna put it down to 3 amps. It's coming in from the fuse board in a 6-amp MCB or RCBO, so then this is going to put it down to a 3-amp fuse. So if there's a problem on this lighting circuit, that 3-amp fuse is going to pop. And then what we also want is something going to the switch, because you want to be able to switch the supply, because obviously you want to be able to switch the light on. So what we'll have in here is the supply that goes out to the light, and this will be the switch supply. So then we'll go into here, which for this one we'll put a Wago into there, and the permanent live down to the light switch. And then this will be the switch supply back up, L1 into there. So that is your switch supply, and then the switch is going to come up. So from the live coming in, obviously it's 3-amp down from there. We want to be able to give a permanent live to the switch and to the fan. So we'll go into the top of that. That's just come out. There's permanent live in there, permanent live to the switch, and then a permanent live to the fan. There we go. But then obviously the permanent live will be switched for the isolator. But then we need to have a switched live go into the fan and to the light. So we want the switched live and the live to the light in the bottom of there. So that is in the bottom of the fan. That's feeding the fan in effect. And then the neutral in the bottom of the fan, which will supply the fan neutral and the light neutral. So that goes in there like so. And then obviously the earth, we need even a bigger Wago, because we've got 4 cables in there now, so we need 4 earths. So that is going to make that junction box a bit big. So you're probably best off putting a 35mm in there, let's be honest. And that is to that, and that gives it an earth to the light, to the switch cable, and to the fan. And that is all inside. It's quite a lot of wires inside there. So then let's switch it on and I'll show you exactly how this all works. So then now you walk into the bathroom and you switch your light on. So you can switch your light on and off, but to be able to protect all lives in this circuit, they go through a 3-amp fuse. So then now you can turn the light on and off, but that circuit is protected by that 3-amp fuse. So if that 3-amp fuse goes, then the lights don't work as well. So the whole lighting circuit inside a bathroom now is protected by a 3-amp fuse. But if we have that isolator on, when we turn the light on, the fan also comes on. But then if we turn it off, that fan will overrun. So the only reason we've got that 3-amp fuse in there is to protect the permanent live and the switch live going to the fan. And we can also isolate the fan without having to isolate the lights. So this is how we're expected to wire a bathroom lighting system these days. So it's protected by a 3-amp fuse. 3-amp fuse in there. But then I don't like that idea. So we've got a 3-amp fuse that protects the lighting circuit and the fan. Personally, I'd do it a little bit different, where you've got a switch fuse spur that protects the whole of the lighting circuit rather than having to have a fan isolator like that. Let me know in the comments how you do yours. So if you like these types of series on this channel, like the one on 2-way switching, I'll leave a link just here so you can check that out. And then I can carry on doing other videos on certain things, how you wire in them, like heating systems and 3-way switching possibly, something like that. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Till next time. This also, sugar, I might put that in properly. The neutrals come out. 2 people now have asked me, can I switch the fan on independently without having to have the light on? Well, yes, you can do that, and easily done. If you wire it like this, is get a 2-gang switch and basically take this out. It's not just a matter of changing it over, but you can take this out of here. Oh. Well, you basically change it to 2 switches. There we go, there's the other switch. So you put this one in, and then you put this one in as well. And then we'll change the configuration, because you still want to be sending it that live to that fan. So then we'll just change this to here. So this will independently switch the fan. So in effect, you can have the fan on without having the light on. And I'm assuming a lot of people are asking for this because then they've got a nice bright bathroom. They don't need to have the light on all the time. So then all we want to do is link these two out. Two commons at the top. So then the switch, the fan has got its own independent switch.